Meet Wade Wilson, aka Deadpool. Imbued with an artificial derivative of Wolverine's healing factor, Deadpool can heal almost any wound. Embittered by his life experiences, he has chosen to pursue the life of a mercenary. Deadpool has only two known confidants, his pal and arms supplier Weasel, and his prisoner roommate Blind Alfred. As her name suggests, Al is blind, but that never stops her from setting Deadpool straight. Pool also has a thing for the lovely Siryn of X-Force. Last time, Deadpool was hired by Naaah and Zoe, representatives of the intergalactic holding company Landau, Luckman, and Lake. Deadpool's mission to destroy a gamma radiation research facility brought him into conflict with Walter Lankowski, aka Sasquatch. The ensuing battle caused the gamma core to melt down. Realizing that thousands would perish in the ensuing explosion, Deadpool nearly gave his life to avert tragedy. Once healed of his wounds, Deadpool came looking for answers. Naaah and Zoe revealed that the mission was a test, designed to see if, below his tough exterior, there might beat the heart of a hero. Unable to confront his inner feelings, Deadpool rejected their offer to work for Landau, Luckman, and Lake, his journey towards inner peace still unfulfilled. Which brings us to the present. Westchester, New York, the Xavier Institute for Higher Learning. You know, camping outside of someone's window just to watch them sleep used to be considered romantic, but today it's called stalking and generally considered trespassé, though the term stalking does have a certain Byronic flavor to it. Oh, what's the point? Siryn's wrapped up all nice and cozy in her superhero X-Geek world, while I give myself butt cramps doing the perch and the birch, trying to remember exactly when I stopped having a life. Gee, those Tony Robbins self-esteem tapes Al got me for Christmas last year sure are working their magic. To heck with this. If I'm not gonna be all suave and whisk Teresa off to a romantic evening at a monster truck rally, then I might as well go home, put my hair up, and call it a night. At that very moment, in a quaint Chicago hideaway, Adio Sutton misses where he lives. Positive. Maybe I'll get lucky and have that dream with Cindy Crawford and the guillotine. Just so long as it's not the one where I show up for my driver's ed test naked. I hate that. This is the one the master wants, the Weasel. Now quickly, as you've been taught. Night, Terry. Hope your dreams are sweet. Sweeter than mine, at least. Deadpool! The next morning, in a not-so-quaint row house in San Francisco. Really, Wade? From mercenary to peeping Tom in one night? I'm almost ashamed to call myself your prisoner. You make voyeurism sound so cheap and towery, Al. It's not like I was watching her shower or anything. Though, if I did, it would be through the fifth window in on the west side of the third floor. I can't believe that a big bad dude like you can't settle a little thing like this. What thing? It's hormones. It'll pass like gas, trust me. There's nothing there for me with Teresa. Especially not in those green eyes. That blazing red hair. Those lips. Right. Pull the other one and it plays the bomba. Pour some of that sugar in my coffee, will ya? Sure, Al. Blind Alfred doesn't know it, but we're secretly substituting the sugar she usually sweetens her coffee with new and improved iodized salt. Let's see if she can taste the difference. Wade, I've been thinking about that offer those LL and L people made you. I haven't. Maybe you should. The hero gig might not be so bad. And besides, when was the last time you wasted someone and felt good about it? Maybe it's time for a change. Me a nice guy? What do I do then? Change my name to Kiddie Pool and start a water park? I don't think so. They want some sort of super schmo to usher in a new age? They ought to go to Kansas. You know my motto, go procreate in isolation. That's the one. Hi diddly dee, a bad boy's life for me. I don't know. I think you'll surprise yourself. Bon appetit. Oh, did I mix up the salt and the sugar again? Oopsie, how careless of me. Better luck next time, you jerk. 5 toothbrushings and a scene change later. Should have known better than to discuss romance with Al. You want to talk babes? You have to find a bud who's lamer than yourself. Speaking of which... Weasel! Wake up, butt munch. I got girl problems and I need you to be my Joyce brothers. Show me the light, Dr. B. I so do not want to end up on Oprah again. What in God's name? Weasel cleaned his room? Something, I would say, is amiss. A mystery. That noise. Welcome to our show. Clue number 1. Whoa. Weasel's personal tracking device has been activated. What's he doing in Nevada? He hates the sun. Something tells me that this does not bode well for the nerd boy. Definitely a negative in the boding well category. Nevada, high noon in a nefarious installation few believe exists, and even fewer live to talk about it.
The garrote is a weapon of stealth, true, but no one in their right mind would try to strangle a man at full strength. That's for the movies, my humble pupils. One of your less than stellar classmates has volunteered to illustrate my point. No, please, master! A clean, efficient jerk. Crushed windpipe. Son, consider this an F. Class dismissed.
Sir, there's a problem.
Weasel only activates this beacon doohickey if he's in trouble, so I have to assume that this ain't no vacation. Good thing he's such a paranoid puppy or I never would have tracked him down. I wonder if this has anything to do with the way I treat him. Nah, probably something his mama did. Whoever snatched him did a textbook job of covering their tracks. But it was darn inconsiderate of them to pick a hideout without any places for me to actually hide. Let's see here. Swanky digs, your basic impenetrable fortress. An intruder! Get him! Populated with your basic all-purpose idiots. What a surprise. Well, as they say at the Olympics, let the pains begin! Up next in the Dorkathlon, Deadpool athlete with an attitude takes his place in the vault. Hold this for me, would ya? He's up, heading for the bar. He's clear. Deadpool's done it again, sports fans. A new world's record. Champagne and corn nuts for everyone. Now, right after yet another, look at that carry-strug vault. We'll go to the medal ceremony. But first, a few words of anguish from our sponsor. Amazing, the way he moves, such a style. I must learn from this one. Allow him entrance to the courtyard. Next event, synchronized screaming. Okay, Wheeze, show me the way to Biscayne Bay. What the? This scanner is attuned to Weasel's heart. It should have never shut off unless... Oh, poop. Weasel, what did you do to my bud? I have seen enough. Deadpool has no more secrets from me. I own him. You, breathing impaired, come here. My patience is as thin as the membrane between your sinuses and your brain. Tell me where Weasel is, or we'll test the limits of both. Such loyalty from one so simple. Huh? Amusing. It is a trait one finds in well-bred dogs. I have the one called Weasel. If you have the mettle to retrieve my guest, then by all means, the Taskmaster invites you to come and get him. Taskmaster, huh? I've heard about you in your correspondence course for killers. So this is the main campus. Doesn't Sally Struthers do your infomercials? My reputation speaks for itself, mercenary. Leaping dragon kick, executed in the style of Master Shingen Dakota. Deadly, but easily defensible. Yeah, so's mad cow disease. What's your point? Hey, nice moves. Not really. They're rather rudimentary maneuvers. In fact, they're yours. So this is what it feels like to hold one's guts in. Joy! How did he nail me so quick off the bat? No one shimmies and shakes like that.
Au contraire, Deadpool. You shimmy like that. I absorbed your repertoire of physical behaviors while watching you skirmish with my students.
You mimicked my dance steps from watching one fight? What are you?
Welcome to the world of photographic reflexes. Any move I witness automatically becomes my own. Shall we continue? We have so much punishment to explore together.
Want to slice that smirk off his face, but my left lung feels like it's been through a Cuisinart. Why hasn't my healing factor kicked in yet? Are you ready for a dissertation on pain, chump? Open your textbooks to Chapter 1, Bowel Evisceration and You.
That sounds marvelous, but somehow I don't believe you're qualified to teach that course.
Fine, then let's skip you up to lead swallowing 1-0. Uh-oh, where's my gun? A bad gun! No pointing at your master! Bad gun! Give it back or I'll tell!
For all that I expect to take from you, mercenary, I pray that I never appropriate your sense of humor. Say goodnight, Deadpool.
Good night, Deadpool? Wade, wake up! Cindy? I'm just fitting Richard into the guillotine. Now he'll never defile you again. Rise and shine, Muffin. Cindy, you look like crap. Reality check. You're not Cindy. These chains are real, and I have the whole cast of Stomp performing on my skull. What happened? Taskmaster nailed you with a concussive blast, point blank. Headache express, but no lead. How precious. I'll have to remember to send him a fruit basket. What about you, Weasel? I thought you were dead! Dead? Dead now. Why would you think that? Your homing beacon blitzed out, dude! That's only supposed to happen if your ticker breaks down. Yeah, well, or if I, shut the beacon off on purpose. Pardon? The Taskmaster, he knows my work and is interested in retaining my services. Full time. So he kidnapped you and he's been torturing you into submission? He's a dead man! 'Cause you're my bud, Wheeze, my Sancho Panza, my Muttley, and no one slaps around my buds but me. No one. Wade, Taskmaster's offered me a deal, a real sweet gig, and I'm seriously considering it. What you talking about, Mr. Drummond? 10 G's a week, a private top-of-the-line workshop, the Playboy channel. I haven't made a decision yet. Yeah. Right. Try and sound a little less convincing, Wheeze. Well, hey, don't let me stand in the way of your career as a lackey. Live long and fester. I mean, it's not like we've been running together since I busted Canadian ranks or anything. Or have you forgotten Niagara Falls? No, Wade, I haven't. It's just that...
Tending your resignation, Mr. Weasel.
Well, I don't know.
Let's see if we can't expedite your decision-making process. Come along, gentlemen. The class bell is about to ring.
Minutes later, in the den of agony known only as Lecture Hall 1.
My pupils, Mr. Deadpool has graciously volunteered to expire for your education.
Well, I've always been a strong proponent of higher education.
Not only will we benefit from his demise in an academic sense, but we will also secure the services of our treasured guest, Mr. Weasel, once and for all. Release his bonds.
Thanks, they really don't go with my ensemble.
Observe how the subject dispatches your classmates for sheer sport. A headbutt. And a mule kick. Not graceful, but effective.
Show and tell time is over, Teach! It's time all good little boys take a dirt nap.
Notice the lateral movements as he easily evades this blow.
Notice how I rearrange your face so that solid food is no longer an option!
Which leaves his posterior aspect wide open.
Ah!
To blunt force trauma, you will note this opponent always dodges to the left.
How revolting! Now I remember why I dropped out of charm school.
On to our next ordinance. Swordplay.
Oh, goody! Now I can be humiliated with props.
To start, I'll emulate the nigh indefensible broadsword of the Black Knight.
Aw, no fair! You always get to be one of the Avengers. This time I want to be the Black Knight and you be Jarvis the Butler. I ought to be able to whoop a butler.
Deadpool is an expert at using banter to distract his opponents in combat. Words can be as sharp as steel when wielded properly. Although, quite frankly, I prefer steel.
My fucking finger! Of all the times for Poole to finally show some compassion for me, why did it have to be against a guy he can't beat? You know, my mother cut off my middle finger once. Once.
Expect the Merc to now explode into a rage
and burst into a dance number? I thought you'd never ask! Pay attention, class, as I pass gas and knock your professor unconscious using chemical warfare.
What the?
Then I'm going to Macarena, because if we all just line dance, think how much better off we'd be.
He's moving differently. His technique, suddenly erratic, unpredictable. But that's impossible!
Not when you use the dancing on the ceiling style of Kung Fu taught by Sensei Lionel Richie. Or the my left foot style perfected by Daniel Day-Lewis.
This can't be happening.
Didn't anyone tell you? I'm a riddle, dude. I eat the uncertainty principle for breakfast. I was born the original loose cannon. And I am one unpredictable feather-plucking walrus. Coo-coo-ka-freaking-choo! With due respect to Alice, school's out forever.
I knew you. This is not possible. You are not possible.
Neither is your color scheme. How about changing the moniker to Taskmaster? Open a copy of Vogue for Pete's sake. Any of you eager beavers out there want to defend Taskmaster's honor?
I never liked him anyway.
I want my money back.
He didn't really teach me anything I didn't know. The pure chaos of movement, not human.
Tasky, look, I'm sorry you got trashed in front of your students and all, but if you ever get back on your feet,
I will break him, no matter what it takes. I must.
Give me your ring. I didn't say no, yet.
I will find a way. No one can defy the natural order like that. No one.
He's toast. What am I gonna do now? Well, guess I'll be going home now, just me and Tall Man in a baggie. Maybe I'll feel better after a few hours in front of the Playboy channel. You don't get the Playboy channel. I meant at your place, doofus. If, you want to come back to work? Really? Gee, thanks, Wade. Uh-oh, sentimental scene alert. Launch a preemptive wedgie. Deadpool! Doink.